Hey survivors, welcome to a new video with Paul, and welcome to part 1 of my guide about the new version of the Nexus Struggle. As already announced in my video about the new Ocean Drifters World event, there will be a revised version of the Nexus Struggle. Today I will show you all the changes that we have noticed so far. So grab a drink, sit back and enjoy. The tests were only possible on the PTR so far, so there may still be changes. On the start page of the event you have the timeline as usual. As you can see, the first 4 days are only for preview, registration and matchmaking, just like in the old Nexus version. During registration, your R4, R5 must select 2 time slots that match your alliance. Nothing else needs to be done during registration. The first change compared to the old Nexus version occurs in the matchmaking stage. Here the 12 alliances are divided into 2 factions of 6 alliances each. If you now go into the Nexus event and take a closer look at the map, you will immediately see the next change. The entire map is divided into hexagons. And if you zoom in on the map, you can see that each hexagon contains a building. I personally like this new structure because it makes it much easier to keep track of the progress and connections of the alliance and your own faction. On Matchday 1, the level 1 city opens. As in the old version, you now have 1 hour to occupy the building and use your besiege marches to bring the durability down to 0. On the test server, the level 1 checkpoint also opened after that. But I'm not sure if that was intentional or a bug, because according to the timeline, the checkpoint shouldn't open until the next matchday. On Matchday 2, level 2 cities open, and that brings us to the next change. Starting with Matchday 2, there is a limit on the number of territories that can be occupied on each matchday. And you must keep an eye on this limit, because if the limit is full, you can't do anything when the fight starts on the next matchday. If your limit is full at the start of a new matchday, you will have to edit your territory. Your R4, R5 can abandon cities from previous matchdays. You can find the rules for this when you check your territory. On Matchday 3 it's all about the level 3 city, and on the 4th matchday the level 2 checkpoint opens and then the level 4 cities. Matchday 5 will be interesting in several ways. On this day, you will meet the players of the opponent faction for the first time at the level 6 city. The mid-season rewards will also be distributed to both factions on this day. And here is the outlook for the last 4 match days. What is striking here is that 3 of them are obviously about the Nexus. But I can't tell you more about that until after our tests. I have one more important recommendation for you. You can attack settlements and cities of your own faction, but I strongly recommend that you avoid this. Not only do you weaken yourself and your own faction with the losses, you also don't get any merits for attacks on your own faction. At the end of today's video I'll show you another very positive change. The glory points in the solo ranking have been significantly increased. After the first match days on the PTR test server, I'm excited to see how this new Nexus version will run in the live game. I hope that this first part will be helpful to you and that you'll like the video, share it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. See you soon with more new videos.